Yeah, not sure what I titled this video, but this is not a vlog. This is simply me talking about something that a lot of people have been asking and commenting about, and that is like switching to a plant-based diet. If you guys are new around here, I'm Luke, pro athlete. This is my 10th season. Tomorrow actually is our last season game, and I've always been a big meat eater. I've thought about switching to a plant-based diet. A lot of people have talked to me about it, but nothing was ever really convincing to me to switch. And it wasn't until I had a friend who was dating an NBA player, a big-time NBA player, and they told him like, yeah, we're at his house cooking because he just watched the movie What the Health and he switched to vegan now. And I was just like, no, this guy did it? Like, no way. And I was like, if he did it and he could switch to it, I was like, let me try it. So first I watched the movie on Netflix, What the Health, and just watching that and just learning all the facts and everything. You know, I don't want to ruin the movie, but just the simple things of like, if we were meat eaters, like they were saying one thing, like we don't even like the taste of meat. Like if I put a chicken in front of you, like if I gave you a chicken, like what would you do? Like you'd have to kill it, you'd have to skin it, you'd have to like do all that kind of stuff and then cook it, and then even then you'd have to season it. And I was just like, wow, that is so true. And they talked about like the teeth, we don't even have the teeth for it, and I was just like, okay, that's true. That makes a lot of sense. And then they talked about something else where they was talking about if we were meant to like eat meat, you know, I'm not trying to convince you guys, I'm just stating facts. Like a lion, their intestines are only like 1 meter long, like 3 feet long or something like this. So the meat passes through there really quick, boom. But humans' intestines were like 10 meters long, 8 meters long, something like this, like 25 feet. And that's what all the meat and everything had to pass through. So it'd take a long time for it to pass through and it gets clogged up. And I was just like, wow, that makes so much sense too. And then that got my brain turning, you know, and I was just like, you know, I don't want to ruin the movie too much. I don't want to ruin it all, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But all those kind of things kind of clicked to me. I was like, huh, let me try this out. So I kind of switched to a plant-based diet. I'm not talking about salads or anything like that. I hate salads. I don't eat salads, don't like salads. So definitely nothing like that, but mostly like potatoes and carrots and broccoli. These kind of foods that were easy to cook. I was like, let me give it a try. And you know, it's funny because when I'm talking about the meat passing through the intestines, one of the crazy things is when you're next time you guys are cooking meat, when you're cooking chicken or burger or something like this, when you're finished with the pan, just fill the pan with water and leave it in the sink overnight. And look at it the next day. And it's just like, whoa. So imagine like how your body is trying to clean that out. Because one thing I've noticed since I've been cooking, like when I've been cooking these potatoes and carrots and this kind of stuff, like literally after I pour it into my bowl to eat, I just run water circling the pan and it's cleaned out instantly. Even if I leave it overnight, it's clean. I was just like, wow, that's basically what your body does. And I was just like, huh. You know, and then for me personally, it's been a couple weeks and I've just seen such a big difference. Like I can't even explain the difference that I feel since I've switched to a plant-based diet. I don't feel at all the same. Like not even talking about like the weight that I've lost or the physical difference that people are saying things to me about, but just like energy. Like I have so much more energy. And for you guys who watch the vlog, you guys already know that I already have way too much energy as it is. And for me, it was just like, whoa. And I feel like it's imagine like all my life I've been with like layers of jackets on. You know, I've had like 20 jackets on, it feels like. And since I switched to a plant-based diet, it feels like each week I'm taking off a jacket. So I'm feeling more loose, I'm feeling more energetic, I feel like I can move better, I feel like more oxygen is getting to my body. Like it's the one reason after I saw the results after about 3 or 4 days of no meat at all, that was like, oh, this is what have I been waiting for. Like, as far as my pro career, this is seriously one thing I wish I switched to a long time ago. And I've just felt like it's been one of the best decisions ever. You know, I talked to a lot of people and a lot of them are saying, well, actually, I thought that talking in the sun to you guys would be a good idea, but actually it's not because I'm super, like, I don't know if you guys can even see me like this, but the sun is like cooking me. Quick change of location. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I can't remember exactly where I was at of what I was saying, but one thing that is really, for me, that's so shocking about a plant-based diet is that when let's say you're trying to get in shape, you wanna get ready for summer, and you look in the mirror, you're working out, you're running, you're cycling, you're eating healthy in a kind of way, and the only way you can really judge if you're doing something well and you're progressing is when you look in the mirror and see, do I look different? Or the only other way you can tell is when you get on the scale, see if you're gaining weight or losing weight. That's really the only way you can tell. So that can be kind of depressing at times because it takes time to lose weight doing it that way. But the thing about when you switch to a plant-based diet is even when you look in the mirror, the difference that you will see, but let's say you don't even see a difference, and you don't even pay attention to the scale, you know that by eating on a plant-based diet, the inside of your body is being cleaned out. Like the inside of your body is gonna be healthy. Like you have a lot of things going on that you can't see, but it is good. You know, and for me, that's just like one of the most shocking things that I've seen. Not even the fact that, like, as I said, just losing like crazy weight where I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? Like when I'm running and I'm playing, you know, it's the end of the season, so a lot of people are tired, but I'm feeling like super energetic, like I'm ready to start another season. You know, I feel like when I'm running on air, like I'm doing things, I'm like shocking myself, like, whoa, did I really just steal that ball like that? Or did I really just get that chase down block? Like, you know, I'm literally doing things I was like, whoa. And I realized like I really have to thank like the whole plant-based diet that I switched to. And you know, I guess it was just the things that I saw in What the Health that was what convinced me to switch over, which I highly recommend to all you guys. I'll write the name in the description. It's called What the Health. And it's like such an inspirational thing. I just wanted to kind of just share just my couple thoughts that I've had since I've switched to a plant-based diet, and just trying to make this little video that hopefully it can help somebody or maybe someone who thought about doing it. If I can do it as a pro athlete and I see the difference, which I think is different than someone who's not working out or not pushing their body, because when you start playing sports professionally, and I'm not at the highest level in the world at all, but every second counts. You know, every single little advantage you can get on that next person, that can make all the difference in the world. You know, so for me, having to push my body to 100% every single game and living with the results. I had a conversation with somebody, I can't even remember what it was, it might have been on YouTube Live, but they were saying, I eat McDonald's and I feel fine. And I was like, yeah, me too. I can eat McDonald's too in the summer and I feel perfectly fine. But hey, how about you eat your McDonald's for 3 days while we're having 2 trainings a day, and let me eat a plant-based diet for 2 days, and then we'll see who feels better, who has more energy, who's not feeling horrible, you know? And I was just like, you know, and it was so true when I talked to him. I didn't even realize that. I was just like, wow, like just since I've done it, just like the results that I've seen physically and just more energy, I feel like I'm thinking clearer, you know? I don't want to sound like so you gotta do this, but like I've just noticed such a difference. I noticed such a difference that I didn't make a vlog today. I made this video just kind of a rant about a plant-based diet. I'm gonna do another one that's in depth and kind of ordered. Like this was really just thought up the top of my head, all shot in one shot. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully that will inspire somebody. Any questions you have on it, like just leave me a message down below, or your favorite recipes or something like this. Anything you want to share. I'll be in the comments reading on this video probably like 30 minutes after I post it. I'll stay by my computer. So feel free to share. I'm just curious to hear about you guys, what your thoughts are, what, you know, and I guess the one thing people say is I just can't see myself living without meat. And I was the same way, but when I was like, whoa, okay, when you just do it for like 3 days and you feel the difference, you know, the author of a book, I think it's called How Not to Die. I'd actually been trying to get this book. I'm not off topic. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm telling the story for a reason. There's this author of this book and on How Not to Die, and I've been trying to get this book, but it was sold out where I wanted to get it. So I was like, I'll wait till next week. I'll just order it on Amazon. And I watched when I watched that movie What the Health, that author was in the show or on this film, and the one thing he said to me that really clicks to my mind, that when I get tempted to get some meat or to have some chicken or something like that, he said that, and it kind of really stuck in my mind because like that's the author of the book that I wanted. He said basically it comes down to this. Let me bring you guys in so you know I'm serious. He said that nothing tastes as good as feeling healthy. You know, and that was like a wake-up call for me. I was like, you know, that's so true. But it's not until you really try like 3 days in a row of it that you feel the difference. And if you're like me and you're like, well, I need something filling, because when first of all, I don't eat salads and still probably never will. But when you first start out, that I've realized, I just thought of this right now. When I first started out, the first 2 or 3 days was really hard because I felt super tired. Because your body, and I realized it's probably just because my body and our bodies, if we're eating meat all the time, we're not used to just maybe taking the nutrients it needs straight from the vegetables that are already ready, and boom, it's used to break breaking it down from animal fat and doing all this kind of stuff like this, and it was just like, it's not used to it. So like it took for me those 2 or 3 days, I was a little bit extra tired in training. I felt like my stomach was always empty. But after I realized, I was like, after about 4 or 5 days, it kind of went away, although I started eating a lot more pasta, like with no limit. Like I would eat pasta with a little bit of avocado and maybe some tomato sauce in there, and that's it. And that kind of did the trick. I never felt tired after that. It was really just the first 3 or 4 days in a row that I really felt that way. And for me, that was kind of the only like really shocking thing that I could say was negative, but it wasn't really negative. And that's kind of really everything that I can think of off the top of my head. Literally, this video was not planned or anything. It was just a sunny day. The light was shining in on my balcony. I was like, let me make this video for you guys. I really hope it helped. As I said, I'll be in the comments like for a few more minutes, or when you're watching this video, if I just posted it, I'll be there responding to you guys. I'll be on YouTube Live as well soon to answer some questions or anything like that. But for me, it's one of the best things I've ever done from a standpoint of health. You know, we train a lot, we do a lot of things as a team, we do a lot of things in the off season, but I've never had anything where I saw the results like this. The closest thing that I ever had to this was doing P90X, but it's a lot more difficult to do. Just kind of throwing that out there for you guys, but really, since I switched to a plant-based diet, it's super easy. I challenge you, do it for 3 days and then let me know how it is. I'd be curious, leave it in the comments, let me know. If you guys are reading in the comments and saw someone who tried it, feel free to chime in and say what you did to make that recipe better or anything like that. It's really cool seeing you guys engaging with each other in the comments, and I can just jump right in and engage with all of you even better. But I kind of think that's everything I wanted to say about my experience on switching to a plant-based diet. I can't ever say that I physically have felt better ever in my life since I've done this. So hope that helped you guys. I think that's it for today. I'm actually gonna go on the balcony, relax, enjoy the sun, which is finally out here in France. By the way, if you guys are watching, you don't know, I live in Angers, France, like an hour from Paris. There's not a lot of sun here in the north of France, but today there's a lot of sun, so I'm actually gonna enjoy it, putting the camera away. I will talk to all of you guys later. I appreciate you guys who have stuck through to the end of this video. Hope it really helps you. I know if you switch to it, you'll feel so much better. That's one thing I can guarantee you. I just want you guys to feel good as I feel, so that, you know, I feel when people feel good, they act good, they feel good, they treat other people good. So it's just kind of like the circle, you know, everything, it's all kind of connected. So hope this helped you. I'll talk to all of you guys later, and everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.